Hello. Hi. Happy Tuesday. Happy middle of June. Happy almost solstice if you're living that life like I am here. It's just going live here on Facebook and YouTube on all the channels. If you are just kind of tuning in here, just come on in. You don't have to receive anything today. Just come and be. Just come and be. There might be some messages for you. There might be a message that resonates. I'll be tapping into kind of collective here in a hot minute. Just waiting for some people to come in while I do that. If you're kind of watching this back or kind of coming in when this goes live. So my name is Jenna, and I'm an Akashic Enlightenment practitioner, a channeler, teacher of light. I step into presence and help people, support people in shifting into their presence, seeing their true light, seeing their true essence, seeing their divine perfection. So, today I'll be going into that collective consciousness and see what is there, see what messages are coming through. And then as you are coming in, feel free to hit that like, hit that support there. This goes out to whoever needs to see it later or now. And I'll be doing some minis in a short minute here, or I guess, let me go through some collective stuff and see what comes out. And since it's collective, just know, take what resonates, and it might be one piece, might be one sentence, and take that and leave the rest, whatever does not resonate, because this is going to be for whoever's here now. This is going to be whoever comes in and watches this later. Whatever you need to hear is what you need to hear, right? So tuning into the collective here. And when you kind of come in, feel free to type your name, say hey, let me know where you're from, so I can kind of gather some insights there. Last week, I had some people in Australia tuning in. So I'm here in Arizona, the hot dead of summer here. I don't know what temperature we went up to today. So just enjoying the nice, cool air inside my lovely home here. So definitely let me know where you're tuning in from. And yeah, we'll get into it. We will get into it here. So I'm tapping in just collectively. There also might be, I feel like, some resonance of some energetic downloads or activations coming in, some light language. So you may kind of feel that energy shift. Feel free as you kind of come in. Any telepathic, yes, this is based on your free will, your journey. So if you're open to receiving any energy healing, you don't even have to type it in. You can just kind of send that permission out there. So tuning in here to the collective, this collective consciousness. Okay. All right. So there's some busy minds here we got going on. I did connect into that. There's like the third eye center. As soon as I was kind of going in, I was even feeling like a lot of pressure in the third eye. And to me, what kind of felt like just a little bit of a headache. And this could present as a headache. This could present as just busyness in the mind too. Because when I kind of tune in, it's kind of like, I got like 10 million ideas and where do I go? That could also mean I have 10 million thoughts kind of coming in with all these things. And I'm just here. We need to ground and anchor ourselves in. Remember, guys, this is a powerful week. What do we have going on this week? We have a lot astrologically, but we also have a solstice. So the solstice portal's opening up, if it's not been already opened up, because I've been tuning in. I have a solstice event that's been brewing where we're connecting into Stonehenge weekly, and the last one is this Friday, and I'll put that up on the screen here in case you're interested in learning more about that and even getting like a discount there. So basically we have this solstice portal opening up. And what is this? This is high concentrated energy, guys. There is a lot flowing in that may be showing you mirrors on opportunities to navigate your life in a different way. Okay, when things seem chaotic, when things kind of come in and it's just this like a huge like whoomp, like where did this come from? Okay, we create our reality all the time. We're manifesting unconsciously, consciously. We have belief systems. They stem from somewhere. All right, are they in alignment with true self, or some of them coming in from things that we've learned over the years? Right, like what is coming in here? And remember, when we see chaos around us, sometimes that's the illusions dropping. And they're like kind of on the way out, waving on the way out. And we have decision points. Okay. We have decision points on, okay, do we follow in and continue to play into those patterns or things that are now very visible or seem a little chaotic right now? Or do we come in, do we observe, do we choose a different way of creating our reality? And this is a powerful week to do it, guys, because we might feel like there's a lot coming at us, but it's showing up for us to reveal opportunities on how we're navigating the world. And sometimes things just kind of come in to even just like, I don't want to say test, but like validate that we're on the path, that we're on like the right path. Hi there, beautiful. There are things that just kind of come in that are like opportunities to integrate this knowing of, oh, you know what, all these things, all these mindsets I used to have, that's not me anymore. Okay. So now we have situations that kind of come in and we step from like the learner into like the embodiment of it. Right. And that's the integration part. That's so important that a lot of people, sometimes people don't really talk about that as much. They like say what integration is, but like, what does that really mean? It's like, okay, we are applying the knowledge. Well, how are we applying the knowledge if we don't have the spaces or things that kind of come in that show us that learned, going from that learned space to like that embodiment space is happening right now. Okay, so take these situations with how it comes in. I always like to say to, I would say it a lot in my journey, like, oh, what is this teaching me? What am I learning? What am I learning? Okay, we're going from this frequency. Hi there. We're going from a frequency of stepping into this learning space into more of this, right? We're like, oh, what am I learning? What am I teaching? It's like kind of, or what am I learning? Where am I getting this from? It's like going from this space of always pulling in, like, oh, like there always has to be something for me to learn. No, we are embodying. Okay, this is for people who, there's a message coming through, and like, there are many people in the collective that are going from really integrating this and really stepping out of all of these resonances that are who they were, right? So we're taking the space, instead of like, oh, what could I be learning from this, is like, no, I learned it, I'm applying it, right? That teacher space, right? So I love that this is coming in for the collective, because or this is coming in for whoever's tuning in and whoever resonates with it, because everyone's in different journeys. And there is this collective of teachers. You want to call it teachers or embodiers, right? What are we doing when we embody? We're teaching others the same thing. So these people who are embodying this knowledge and integrating it in ways where then now this is just life. We're just creating from this presence here instead of the mindsets that we used to hold. And those mindsets have dropped. So just know things come in, and it doesn't mean, oh, I need to learn something again from this. No, we're integrating this new knowledge, and our reality is solid based on this new foundation, this true foundation of true self. So it's beautiful. I love this message coming in. Nice to catch my on your vacation. I love all rain. All right, well, we might need some rain here in Arizona. So good to catch you here too. Welcome, guys, as you're coming in. Hit that like button, hit the support here. Even if you are just tuning in for a short bit and you leave, that's going to help people find it. So I'm loving this message coming in, guys, because we are, there's this transition point of like where we're always learning. We're always students. But there's also like the transition of integrating that like core value of like I'm worthy, I'm valuable, I trust, right? Like all these things with myself. Right? We have these core pieces here that then it's kind of like we're like there's like a transition period where we're like applying that knowledge and stepping into something that feels aligned for us, right? It's like we've been living this, we could have been living from a space of like all the stuff that people want us to do, how they want us to be, like living in that space. And now it's like transitioning into this, oh, like I see my soul alignment. I know what's calling in my heart and my joy. And I am deciding to follow that. But it's kind of like sometimes we dip some toes in and we're like not fully in. And then we start to go in and maybe we start to doubt a little, right? Because it's like, whether it's like deeper layers of the wounding from before that's kind of just coming in to be revealed, right? Or it's just integrating and saying, hey, you know what? This is I'm being seen, I'm being vulnerable. I'm sharing my true self. This is like a muscle that I'm flexing. I'm not used to like maybe shining this true self out there. And it doesn't mean like, it doesn't need to be someone who's in a spiritual path. This could be like your soul alignment of like starting a foundation, right? Like whatever that is, there's still like a point of like a reference where we're stepping in and we're starting to embody it. And this is where I feel like a lot of the collective who at least is going to be watching this now or later, where it's like, all right, like I'm seeing my true self now, we're flexing the muscle. And what does that mean, right? It's a muscle. We're flexing this like, oh, like, I mean, it's, not a physical muscle, but but it's this new way of being that feels a little different, right? So what do we do if we're like lifting in the gym, we're just starting to work out again, we're taking it easy, we're taking it slow, we're watching, we don't want to, there's all these aspects to it. When we're stepping into our alignment and we're stepping in and we're finally following through with that, and we're starting to take those toes and step forward, and those legs and step forward, we're building on this new way of being, and maybe we haven't really shown this true self before. And so this is the time to keep going. I hear very loud and clear, keep going. This is you. This is this whatever it is. Maybe it's a little bit of doubt. That's okay. We're getting used to this. Oh, okay, this is me. Like, and take it or fucking leave it, and so that muscle, we get used to that. And at some point we won't care, right? And I'm saying that too for myself. This is like definitely a journey. This is right, stepping out, being vulnerable, being seen, right? But where does it start? That starts within. That seeing starts within. I see myself. A lot of times we think, oh, someone's gonna judge us for this thing, right? And maybe they will. Maybe they will. That's based on their own stuff, though. That's based on like, where they're at. So when I decide, or if someone decides, or if this relates to you, if you're like, hey, I'm not gonna do this thing, whatever that thing is, because I feel I'm going to judge myself. You're judging yourself right there, right? You feel like someone else is going to judge you, yeah, but ultimately the pieces lie within. And when we start to really embody that true self, it's like, fuck it, like who cares? like someone might throw like a tizzy and really, really not resonate with who I am anymore. And that also does mean when people who are not resonating anymore, they may fall out. Most people, places, situations just kind of may distance. They may, it may trigger a reaction. And so again, where are we creating from? Truth, standing in truth and presence. And we say, you know what? That doesn't feel in resonance anymore. This is where I'm at. That's, where they're at. Fine. So let that be something that kind of comes within. Like if you're seeing your physical material world kind of just disperse and just really completely change in overnight, or just like, slowly, know that things are no longer in resonance. And what it's doing is, as soon as you make the decision to say, yes, I see it, and this is not aligned anymore, what comes in? Alignment. Aligned people, aligned places, aligned situations. We're creating space for true resonance. But if we still hold on to those older mirrors that kind of were showing us or teaching us something at those times, we're still holding on to that, right? That energy that wants to flow in may not flow in. So, it may be a little push from the universe that kind of shoves things out where you feel like you have no decisions. And sometimes that happens as part of the awakening too. It's like, let me just hold on to this last thing, to this person, to this job. Let me hold on. Like, I'm just going to do it. And the universe is like, nah, you're not going to do that, girl. We're going over here. That's what happened to me. My job was eliminated. So, though I did firm out to the universe, like I was like, hey, I can't do both anymore. I'm doing all this work here. Something needs to change. And so my job was eliminated, but it happened probably sooner than maybe I would have quit. So sometimes the universe is just reflecting the resonance of where you're at. And it was like, no, you're not in resonance with this job anymore. And so it's going to mirror that back by dropping it out really quick for you. So keep that in mind as you're going on your journey here, that just things are reflecting your consciousness and where you're at. And let that just be, let that be. Let that be. I have another message coming in here too. This is a collective message that's coming in here. Okay. So we're focusing on the root chakra here. I was actually specifically hearing red. I'm going to pull a card here, Banquet for the Soul. And I love how there's actually a lot of this card. This card is so beautiful with so many colors, but I'm glad it has a lot of red in it, because what's coming in is talking about the root chakra and the energy behind, like, the representation of what this space means. So by the way, your root chakra can symbolize a lot connected to safety and security, a lot connected to like the material world, a lot. There's, internal safety and security connected to when we're releasing traumas or trauma stored in the body. But this is coming in as like safety and security related to the physical material world. So there's an opportunity to do some balancing in your root chakra and focus on attachment and identity or egoic identification connected to the physical material realm. Okay, so like I'm hearing home. Okay, so like I'm seeing a house, I'm seeing home, and like having this identity with what home means. So maybe this could be someone who's like moving or deciding to move, and like where do they move, or like they're not resonating with the home where they're at. And this is like maybe a feeling of feeling lonely or kind of like isolated. And I get this gist of like understanding this egoic identification with home. And there's stuff there for you to journey into when you were younger. Like maybe there were things that you moved around a bit. There's things connected to the home life and safety and security there, and going into the shadows of that, loving those pieces, pulling those pieces out to the front of your mind so that we can balance that root chakra can be balanced a bit more. And so that you can release the identity with this physical space of home and bring home into the heart. Bring it into the heart. See it in the heart. And whether you're thinking about moving somewhere else, or like you're just not resonating with that space, part of it is coming from within. Part of it is like there's like something being activated within the body that is related to things to other scenarios. So that root chakra really wants to just kind of balance out there. I love that. We're going to show this card again because there are some codes in here. I love all of the colors here. It's like basically all the colors in the chakras, like all of those areas that are kind of merged into this beautiful, beautiful card. And there's like harmony and balance that is going to help you settle in, and feel more safe and secure within. Like, but how do we do that, right? Like, we can talk about harmony all we want, right? Coming to peace with and having peace around things that have happened, is what I'm hearing. Things that have happened. I'm going to pull some other cards here. And knowing that you're protected too. Like when we get into a space of mind-body disconnect, it can feel like we're rerunning the same things again. Basically, it can feel like we're the same things are just happening again. So there's an opportunity to ground, to ground all that excess energy down. Let's see, which deck are you using here? Let's see, which deck am I using here? That's a good question. That's not this. I believe it's called Angelic Lightwork. And yeah, I believe it's called Angelic Lightwork. And it's actually, this deck is very high frequency. So I highly recommend it. I used to use it for my personal self, but there's a lot of people that are mirroring that high frequency that kind of come in. And so there are codes that are in the deck that activate remembrances of this DNA and higher frequencies within. So yeah, Angelic Lightwork. So root chakra, nice. You're visiting family back home, very rural. Yeah. And like, thank you for sharing that. And it could be like and it may not be you, but like, this is like bringing some impressions of like, by the way, when we go to, places back home, when we step into those spaces, like the body just can kind of remember some things. And these are opportunities of like whatever little bits are coming up to the surface are for for our highest good to release and solidify that. So I love that is happening for you, because that is just part of this journey is when we go back into different layers or different spaces and we're not the same person that we were then, we're going to see things differently. So I love that. I'm feeling pulled to another card here. And then if you haven't gotten, if you didn't get a reading last week, feel free to and you're like feeling called to it, feel free to type in that you'd like kind of a mini reading here. And if not, I'll just keep going with the collective. Yeah. You woke yearning to visit family. So interesting. Yeah. I love that. I love, love, love that. You know, and what it may be too is, yeah, just keep in mind when sometimes we have these like sometimes. So sometimes we have these like these feeling we have these spaces that are kind of calling us, and it represents something. It kind of represents like, or it could represent, and this is, I'm not tapping into your energy or anything, this is just like an impression coming in, that it's like, hey, sometimes this space could be inviting us to look deeper at something instead of like playing out, actually going to do it. We can go do inner work, and this feeling, this space within us can dissipate. And so it could be related to like something like that. It could be related to, like, you know, maybe I want to go start and open like like do this project that's related to something, and it's like some form of healing that I get from it, right? And so kind of sitting with it to see like, what is this like feeling of wanting to do this, and where is it coming from? And it's like totally unrelated to your stuff. It's just it's a good impression coming through for the collective, is like, where are things coming from, and like sitting with it for a minute. I'm really feeling into it. So I love that that came in. Okay, beautiful here. So, okay, so we have, just seeing, we have a couple messages in here. And so, okay, beautiful. So yeah, I can start some mini ones here. So Adriana, right? What, or just, I'll do 9A. So do you have a question? You want me to just kind of pull some cards? And then Michelle, I can get to you after. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, just type that down here as I pour water. You guys watching me. Yeah, let me know. Do you want, I'll just saying, yeah, I know who you are, but 9A, do you want a reading? Do you want an energy healing? Do you want to see what comes out? Do you have a question? You have a question. Okay, type your question in. Type your question in, and we'll get to it. I'm going to start to, okay, I'm feeling guided to this deck here. Okay. Welcome, guys, as you come in. Okay, I see you there too. So, all right. So we'll do Michelle after, and then Erin. I'll see you after. I'm already kind of tuning in. Yeah, let me know your question here. And as I just kind of shuffle in, drop that in. And let's see what we got here. Okay. Let me know. Okay. Shuffling while you do that. Let's see here. As I just tune in, just for your highest good here. Soul Star Chakra. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not. Okay. So I'm assuming you're asking what's going in, how can you unlock or activate your soul. Okay. So yeah. So your Soul Star Chakra. Oh, that's a really, really good question. So your Soul Star Chakra is, that's where all your lifetimes are. So we have our chakras that are inside of the body. Okay. So those are like the connection points. As we get to like outside of the body, the transpersonal chakras, they are, it takes time. These are by our right. These are by our right chakras that we are connected to. So it's not like we need permission or like anything like that, but it takes time to quiet the mind, to connect in, right? Like, what are we doing when we step into meditative states? We're learning to close out or quiet out, worry about past, worry about present, worry about future. We're learning all of these things. So when we're tapping in and tuning in, and this is related to what you're asking, is connecting in. I'm seeing like you, I'm seeing you actually journal your like, you're receiving, but it's more of like, how do I know what I'm receiving is what I'm just hearing. So, I mean, we're tuning to these higher chakras, these higher transpersonal chakras, and it takes time to just recognize and discern like what is it that we're receiving, right? Is what I just heard. It's like, we're just like, what are we receiving? So, I'm not getting a sense of anything blocked there. You know what I also heard too? Okay. So what is it that you are looking to manifest? Is it in alignment? Is what I just heard. Okay. So sometimes when we are manifesting, we do think we want it, or maybe we do want it, but like, it's more about where's your personal soul trajectory, and is that in alignment with that, right? So it's like, is it really what we want, or is it like there's another truth there. There's some truth is what I'm just hearing. So it just kind of, right, it depends. And it's not saying like the whole thing that you're looking to manifest is like not there. Like, I get a sense that there's something that feels like they're showing kind of like a wiggle line. So whether there's like your other things around you that don't feel in alignment, so when you're trying to manifest that, it's coming from that space. So your soul star chakra is connected to like your soul's journey, right? And like, what is that? That's also like your purpose. That's also like who like you are as a soul being expressed in this lifetime. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's blocked. Is what I'm hearing is that it feels like there are some questions on how 100% am I truth and alignment? Does this thing really resonate with me in this lifetime? And maybe we think we want it, and maybe parts of that manifestation feel true, is like what I'm hearing. And I when I connect in, it's like I kind of feel like my shoulder's hurting a little bit. So just keep in mind that as we're moving into this in awakening, we sometimes really lock in and think we want something, and things start to move away. It's and you're going on a journey that is going to help dissolve some things in your life. And so what I'm hearing is you might come out of the journey, or you might go in wanting one thing and come out realizing that there's something else that really fills your soul. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing right now. Let me pull a card on this too. Let's see here. I got here. Beyond the ordinary. I love this. So it says beyond the ordinary. Yeah, like there's so much going on like at the top of the head here and the heart. Those two are syncing up, your head and your heart. Right. When I think, and when it comes in, it's like I'm kind of thinking head and ego, which is not bad. It's just, perceptions are shifting. And so that may throw you on a journey where you're like, kind of like connecting with something else. So just know that that feels like that's something coming in for you, that some self-realizations are going to maybe change perspectives, and your heart is going to be leading the journey more and tapping into that soul's purpose. So yeah, it feels really good. Hopefully that resonates. Let me just see if there's anything else here. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card for you, my dear. Yeah, what I'm hearing is time. Okay, time. Give. When I'm saying time, it's like we have to learn that whether something is part of our own soul's path or not. Like someone can tell us, right? But how we ultimately come to that self-realization is us. Okay. So what I heard is time will reveal your truth around this. So even if you're kind of like, and I feel my crown chakra kind of like opening, even if you kind of feel like, like, I don't know, like this is what I really want. And like, there's parts of it. Yes. Like what I'm hearing is like, yes, like it makes sense, but there's a new idea around this. Instead of like wanting something, it's like this new way of being is going to just attract the most aligned. I'm hearing person, so I don't know if it's like a person or something, but like this new way of being is going to attract this aligned, someone who's in this aligned path with you. So I'm going to pull more card here. Okay, I can't make it up. This is time machine. I don't think you could read. I think it's like backwards there. That works, but it says time machine. So I'm just saying, the cards are just tools here, and I'm hearing time. So time will reveal more. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Hopefully that helps. There. Okay, Michelle, are you still there? Just kind of just type yes. And if you have a question, type that question in. Just disconnecting here. Disconnecting energy. Beautiful, beautiful. And awesome. If you are watching there, guys, hit that like button. Beautiful, beautiful. I love how like the card comes out and is like, we're talking about time and it says time machine. I'm just like, you just like, yeah, it'll make sense in time. Yeah. So let me know, Michelle, there. Say yes, you're here. And if you have a question, type your question out. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you have a question or you want me to just go with it? Just say, go with it. Yeah, I already have actually this deck here. Go into this other deck here. So, beautiful, beautiful. And as you guys are just coming in, while I'm waiting for Michelle there, I'm just going to quickly promote this event that we got going on. Friday, it's been a 3-week journey. So on solstice, if you're looking for something fun to do, this is online, right? But we are astrally traveling to Stonehenge. This has been a 3-week journey where there's been like a tuning to that higher vibration, I don't want to even say that, this higher stargate, this frequency coming in, attuning to it. And on solstice, we'll be It's going to be big. So I'm actually giving a code. It's Solstice 20 for $29 off for the event. You get access to the 2 replays once you buy, if you were to buy it today, and they can act as healing. The connection into this event is connected to so much to the heart space and unveiling all of the conditions of love in ways that we are conditionally loving. Maybe that's ideas, maybe those are around situations around us, whatever it is, to stepping into more unconditional love. This Stonehenge is known as the heart chakra of the earth. To me, that's what resonates. That's the frequency that's coming through for the event. So feel free to sign up. You get $29 off with this code Solstice20. So sign up. You'll see this event here, this QR code. Scan that to get in. And while we do that here, no specific, just go with it. All right, we're going to go with it. I love it. As I pull that down there. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I have this here. And then afterwards, we have you next, Erin, if you're still there. But okay, so reading for Michelle. Michelle. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water too. I don't know if you're drinking enough water, because I just heard hydrate and I asked if that was for me. And I mean, they're like, yeah, but like also it feels like there's an opportunity for you to hydrate more. So just keep that in mind there as I'm just connecting in. Wow. Okay, I'm seeing your heart. They're literally showing your heart. Okay. All right. I feel like you are connecting in with yourself in this, what feels like this profound, deeper way. It may not present like that. Like, you may resonate with that. But what it may look like is, it may look like vulnerability may feel scary. Okay. But I feel like I take a toe or a foot forward, and I feel like maybe there's some like distance or like concern or fear. And sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I step forward, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I see this new way of being, sometimes I see the old way of being. And so what I'm seeing is like that's what it means with your heart, is just expanding and exploring, because it's like it is dismantling some illusions of the past, while opening up to new discoveries. And this could be energy that you are also stepping into very soon. Keep that in mind, right? When I tune into your energy, like it's in your field. So whatever you are doing or will be doing, that's going to help see that depth of yourself even more. Like I just heard do it. So I don't know if there was something you were considering doing, like a class or like more journaling or something. Like I just see you like writing. If there's something that you're considering, I don't feel like it's you going anywhere either. It's like I see your root chakra grounded in. I see you kind of like in a, like anchoring into a spot. And you're doing, it's like I'm learning new ways of being. And I see like the journaling. So it feels like it's some education here. It could be a course. It could be a book, and you kind of are like, you got an idea from that book or a podcast, and you're like, all right, I'm going to like take this advice and like start to like piece out some things, or just some, like, I just heard like shadow work. Yeah, that feels really, really, really good. I can't seem to drink enough at the moment. Yeah. Also with that, electrolytes. I don't know if they have where you're at. I use Noon, Noon. I think I might have it on like Amazon or whatever. But that's going to help retain the water. So keep that in mind, because as we go through spaces where we are moving a lot of energy where we're processing a lot or body's processing a lot and we don't know it. That's why it's like I feel like I'm needing more water, and it's because the body is processing. Now, what is in the body? We have all this water, right? Yeah, moving location to ground. Okay, you've been considering studying. Yeah, so by the way, I wanted to just show you what came up for you. Okay. This is Earth Star activation. Hi there. Anchoring grounded action, Isis energy. Anchoring grounded energy. Okay. You just can't make this up. So right, what was just kind of being said? Grounding and anchoring into a spot. Um I don't get a sense of going somewhere else to do this. It's like the moving of the location does not matter. So you can do it, you have free will. But what is really grounding and being able to anchor in is being able to do that no matter where you are, unless there are situations that always listen to your intuition. So that's what I just heard. Like, unless there's a situation where you're like, like this doesn't feel, like I should really be here, that's fine. But if we are just moving to another location because maybe maybe we're like, feel like we're far away from people or this and that. No matter where you go, those same feelings are going to anchor in, right? You're just going to play it out another space. Yeah. Oh, you've got to. Okay. So if that's fine, then you know what I'm seeing. I love that Isis has been coming to you the past 2 days. So this is your confirmation. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing your field, and wherever you're going, like, anchor in. Like, I just see you being really stable there for a while. That feels really important to your journey right now, because what happens is when we have so much that we're trying to release from, like, that root chakra or those lower chakras, right? What are we talking about? Safety, security, creator energy, like all these things in the material world. When things are, you want to just call it, when we're in transition, um things are moving around the material world, right? Like, our bodies reacting to this and how it used to act to it, related to stuff that's happened to us when we're younger. Our body's like remembering until we like release that stored energy. Then we can kind of transition and make feel a little bit easier. To me, what is coming in is like there's this feeling of, oh, we're doing this again. I just want to like a feeling of, I just want to like be in a space of just easiness for a while. So wherever you do land, it feels like land, let it land, anchor in, girl, anchor in. And there is whatever you were intuitively being guided to with that class, feels really good. Yeah, land somewhere for a while. Like, land somewhere for a while, because this is going to help you, like, whatever has been wanting to release from your physical body is like, I don't know if I can do it because there's so much transition. So you honor that, you give yourself grace. That's okay. Because what is falling out and what is releasing in the material world is, and it's funny because that was a big message coming in the beginning for the collective, what is being released out in the physical world is no longer in resonance with where you're at. But it still needs to anchor in to be able to integrate these new ways of being, these mindsets that are true. It still needs to anchor that in. So anchoring in for a while. Yes. Anchoring in for a while feels really, really good. So whatever you can do for that. And you said you've been considering studying. Yeah, it feels like something spiritual. So I don't know if you're thinking about doing anything for work too. I mean, just heard no, but, it feels like something spiritual, like in your spiritual studies, to kind of like help you to help you to ground in more, to help you to apply. Like I'm hearing some chakra stuff, some like lower chakras, understanding like what things are in there, like what do they represent? There's like energetic principles that can help you to understand where to go and where to start. Cause it's like, I feel like there's a lot that's awakening for you, and we just peel back one layer at a time. Like I heard, give yourself grace, like give yourself grace. There is a lot. Just, yeah, anchoring in is going to really help that. It's going to really help that there. So let me see if there's anything else here. I'm going to pull one more card for you there. And nope, we're going to this deck here. So let's see on here. Yeah, I feel like your spiritual awakening is like just, yeah, it is just moving in multitudes. So there's any support that any, you don't, you're strong individual and you're resilient. But any support that can help you to look outside of the situation, because when it's us, it can be kind of a little bit challenging sometimes. So okay, and beautiful and caging. That's where you're at right now. So just know, like, give yourself grace. You are unlocking so much from that heart to be revealed, and it is so beautiful. I just know you're not alone. No, you're not alone. So discern with what I heard was discern with where you with what you're studying and who you're working with, and then as long as you follow that guidance, then you'll be good. So hopefully that helps there, love. And love that there. So we have here Aaron, let me know if you're still there. Hopefully that helps. Just kind of disconnecting there. Beautiful. Whew. I feel that in the heart space. So it's good. If you are still there, Aaron, give me a yes. And I forget what was going on there. Let's see. I think right, I believe. Let me know. In the meantime here, just say, yes, you are here. And beautiful. And are you you have a question? Okay. Yeah, let me know. Do you have a question? Like, drop your question in. You want me to go with the flow? Would you like some energy healing? Like, what is it? Let me know. Just drop it in. Yes to yes to that you're here. It's just a little delayed. Yes. Okay, wait, what do we got here? We got park rat metal detecting. Says yes to. Well, I don't know what you're saying yes to. Is your name Aaron too? Oh my gosh. Okay, Charlotte Berkey. That person. Let me do you have drop your question in. Do you have a question, or you just want me to go with the flow? And then I know what you're saying yes to, park rat. So let me know while I'm waiting for that question there. All right, so I'm already tuning into your energy there. And if you're new here, joining in, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit the like button right now. Drop it. It supports me, guys, in so many ways. So just a follow goes a long way. You can always unfollow, but maybe you're here for a reason. So, so let me know. No, wait. Oh, that you're here. Okay. Well, all right. Is your name Erin too? Okay. Charlotte Berkey, do you have a question? Let me know. Drop in your question, and then Park Rat, you're here, but do you think that I'm reading for you? Is that what it is? Right now I am tuning into Charlotte Berkey on the channel here. So if you are looking for a reading, Charlotte Berkey's the last one for today, but follow me along and tune in another day. So yeah. And there might be a message that resonates with you for this one. So feel free to stick around. Let me see. All right, let me know. I'm waiting for you, Charlotte. So drop it in. Question. What is your question? You want me to go with the flow? All right, I'm going to go with the flow here. So, okay. Yeah, it is. It is delayed. Okay. So if you have a question, drop it in. If not, I'm going to go with the flow here. Feeling the spirit. You're just saying, yes, I'm here to life. I'm feeling the spirit too. I love it. Okay. So feeling into it, unless I see a question from Charlotte, let me just go connecting into Charlotte. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you sent one already? What do you mean you sent one? Okay. Overall health. Okay. What's coming up in general for the rest of the summer? Okay. What's coming up the rest of the summer? That one's pulling me. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that, girl. Okay. So we're having so much fun in the chat here that I just kind of missed that. All right. I'm hearing summer. Okay. I just heard trips. I know you just said you're on a trip. Okay. And I keep seeing like visions of these trees. I forget what you said where you're at, but like, I'm hearing pine trees, but like, yeah, they're like big woodsy type trees. And I don't know if you're planning on going up north for this summer. I just heard like Flagstaff or, kind of those areas. Feels really good. There's something about this. What I heard is this new chapter for you. Something about this new chapter for you. It feels significant for you to be around nature. So it's like, I do see you in Sedona. I see like, that could even be like a day trip, there is something huge about you connecting into nature and like grounding in to this new chapter. So, and when I feel that too, like when I say new chapter, it's kind of feeling like my heart kind of hurts. Like, yeah, like part of this new chapter, I don't know if you're like I just heard grief. Like it could be grieving like this old part of you too, like this this old way of this way of being that you used to like kind of see things with. When we and it could be other representations of grief, but it's like I feel like I was identifying a way that I used to be. And like then I drop in and I have a self-realization about something. And then I need to give myself time. So just keep in mind that like it's a process and that layers are going to come up. Like it's So I don't know if it's related to anything else, but there is a strong message related to like identity, like what has been been part of identity is like this self-realization of that is like just kind of falling away. The self-realization of that identity, that egoic identity is just like dropping. It's like saying hello, like this was something that um, that I solidified as like me, and now it feels like it's falling away, dropping away. Maybe looking into kind of a little bit of the future energy of you. So if you kind of see like there are parts of you that you're used to say, like that's me though. That's the way that I've been. Just know that like when things like that are coming up, that it's now ego is kind of doing some things where maybe like I need to protect, because like what am I without these things? And it might just be like things in the mind. It may not be like literally things falling out of your life. It might be how you would perceive yourself is the kind of what I'm getting in, and like really standing in your power in a way that is like, I just see you standing up on a mountain, and it feels so, so, so good. So just know that that's it could be the energy of what you're at now or what you're stepping into, and there might just kind of be like a hello drop in from your higher self right now that's like, it's all good, like you're gonna be good. And that nature feels really good for you to ground in spaces by yourself. Like I just heard solitude, being at peace, like doing it, being there for yourself and with yourself. And that's when you see beyond. Okay. Yeah. So seeing beyond. Okay. I love this, that this came in for you. Cause it is, you're seeing beyond. Yeah. Like that's, I mean, that's what I just kind of checked in, and that's absolutely it. So, that's why this solitude piece feels really, really important for you to be able to integrate this truth of you and who you are, and this doing more you time. Yeah, it feels really good. You're seeing beyond. And there's nothing wrong with the stay-at-home mom, but doing more you time is exactly your soul's expression right now at this phase in your life. Yeah. So that feels really, really good. Let me see. I'm hearing to pull one more card here. Yeah, lots of you time in nature is what I heard here. I'm back home now visiting the mountains and woods. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But when you go back to Arizona, I don't mean to say that out loud. Anyways, when you go back, to your space, there's like a continuation. Your guides are like it does not stop there. It continues. So, it's so funny. Body and soul. This is my self-care card. I love when the cards come out. I'm going to pull another card for you because it's like, we're just like validating exactly what was being said, which is the self-care is going to help integrate. Oh, I just knocked a card down. Okay. Oof. I love it. The royal you. This is your power. You are seeing your power. You're like, what I heard was some of the new perspectives coming in is seeing your power in a different way. Yeah. Seeing your power in a different way. And that's this royal you, like just shining bright. So yeah, no, it's there. It is. Whew, I just saw like your queen energy is out, and this is at the bottom of the deck. Roots of abundance. Like it was just shouting at me to pull it up for you. And these roots of abundance are being channeled through this self-care time, through this, yeah, this roots of abundance is through this self-care, through this you time. What is it that you fully want to call in to this lifetime? Okay, there's this self-care, and this you time is going to give you time to figure that out and like manifest that. Like, and it's like it was literally shouting at me to pull this out for you, because it's like, design your life exactly how you want it to be, and it will be. But this alone time is important for you to grieve like pieces of those other chapters, as it just as important to grieve that and to spend time with emotions. And this way we have like, we're in our power in this new chapter, and all of the abundance flows in from that space that's anchored in. That's what feels good. That's totally what feels good. Getting your butt healthy, maybe start hiking. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad thing. I just heard yes, it would not hurt. Also, it feels like you're going to be connecting into like higher frequencies and energy. So like, honor your body, that if you feel like resting, rest, but you might also feel times of overcharged energy where, yes, a routine of like hiking will help you get that excess energy out. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's lots of good stuff coming your way. I love it. Just disconnect. Hopefully that helps there, love. Just disconnecting from your energy there, sending that love out, love. And so if you guys are still here, if you have not checked out, my website is myawakeningwithin.com, or if you're watching this later, check it out. I do personal one-on-ones that are connecting into your Akashic Enlightenment, your Akashic Records. They're going to be very different than what you see here. They're going to be very specific to they're just gonna get in very, very deep. That is in a personal one-on-one, outside of an online type thing. Yeah, so just keep in mind, very different than what you kind of see here. But check out my site. I do a lot of things. I do angelic unity consciousness attunements, aquamarine light being attunements. Check out the attunements if that feels right. And then also, if you are looking for a solstice event that's online, $29 off, solstice 20. Use that code. The QR code's there to get in, so you can check that out. I'll drop a link, or drop it in the comments there, so you'll see. That's Friday for solstice, so you don't want to miss it. And yeah, just having fun with Stonehenge here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I had a blast. It's always good to have a lively inbox there, or messages. Someone was just thank you before, for I missed your name there, but you were just like feeling the vibes. I love it. Come back. I'll be live on Tuesdays, 5 Pacific time. Yeah. So we're here to have some fun. Tune in, and looking forward to talking with you guys again very soon. All right, bye.